Núñez, Carlos, are you online? Have you joined us? He's in the room.
Hello,
Can you
yes.
hear us, Carlos?
I'm here.
You're there, Carlos?
Do you hear me?
Yes,
Perfect.
very good.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so Carlos, I'll just do an introduction to you. I went ahead of you, if you don't mind. So Carlos Núñez is going to talk to us about the Latin American and Caribbean Passport Project. And Carlos is a biomedical civil engineer with a master's in medical informatics and a strong emphasis on interoperability. So Carlos, we'll pass to you to share your slides if that's okay. And thank you so much for joining us remotely.
No, thanks to you for the invite. Please let me know if you look to my slides, because I'm losing here with the. Do you see my screen? I think
Yeah.
you do. Okay,
yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So, well, my name is Carlos Núñez. I'm the Regional Technical Coordinator for the LACPASS project, and I'm going to share with you today the LACPASS experience regarding to the work that we done with IHE on this last year. So, first thing of all, this project is part of a regional public good called Digital Transformation in Health to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 in Latin America and the Caribbean, or LACPASS project, for the short name of this regional public good. It's sponsored by the IDB, the Inter-American Development Bank, aligned with WHO and PAHO, implemented by SENS. Myself, I'm from SENS. In collaboration, of course, with Raxel, HL7, and PAHO again. Right now, until today, we have 10 countries participating on this project: Argentina, Chile, Colombia, El Salvador, Guatemala, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, y Uruguay. Guatemala is the last country that joined to us to this experience. So the regional public good, or the LACPASS project, aims to strengthen the capacity of the countries in the region, in Latin America and the Caribbean, to address the effects of COVID-19 by promoting the digital transformation in healthcare. We have a timeline of 3 years for the whole project. And the experience that I'm going to share with you today is about the first year of work, and the first component or first objective that we look on the slide is to higher the levels of interoperability for exchange of clinical care data. In this case, the use case that we took for this interoperability was, of course, the COVID certificates, and that's why we call the LACPASS project and in first instance to all this experience. So basically, with the LACPASS project, we aim to reduce the gaps in terms of interoperability on the region. To achieve this, we are working to strengthen our networks in terms of the community of countries, of course, and improve the cooperation and synergy, and of course build together as a region trans-border solutions about interoperability in health. So from the technical point of view related to the enablers that we identify that we need for the region, we are working on improve the knowledge related to health standards, aiming to improve the interoperability, and of course to execute some trans-border proof of concept. This was our main goal on this first component of the project. So what we done in this year, basically, we start, of course, with the definitions. We work between May and August of 2021, doing a COVID certificates review. We talk our regional definitions, start to work on the reference terms, and of course, contracting our third parties for the development and everything that we need for this first part of the project. Between September and February of 2022, September 2021 and February 2022, we work on the preparation, start to training to the technical teams of the countries. we made our EU-DCC adoption, or the digital COVID certificates from a European Union adoption, and we call it LACPASS. We made there a mirror of the gateway that you have in the European Union. And of course, work on local adaptations and start to define our test plan. Between February and May of 2022, we start to work with IHE, with, of course, all the pre-projectathon phase. We start with the Gazelle training, with the LACPASS integration, and start to work on the event, on the preparation of the projectathon. And then in the last week of May, between May and June, we made our projectathon event. A lot of webinars over there. We work on the use cases, the test implementation, and of course the event itself. So basically, this was the whole work for the first year. We start with definitions and the decisions. I have to say here that for the LACPASS project, we have a steering committee, of course, with the countries. They took the decision over there regarding what are the things that we are going to do from the strategical point of view. And we have a technical committee when we discuss and work about the work that we have to do for the project. So that's how we work on our event, the LACPASS Projectathon, or Connectathon LACPASS. Because of the language, we understand better in Spanish the Connectathon LACPASS term better than Projectathon, but it's the same for us. 8 countries, 8 of the 9 countries that we have until that time participate on this experience, and it was a hybrid event because we have their virtual and remote teams working, and of course some of the countries that participate on the face-to-face event in Chile too, and you can watch there on the image. So what was the use case that we take for our experience? Was the digital COVID certificate use case, the DCC, we call it DCC, according to the EU DCC standard. So basically, this was the use case in what the technical teams work over the year, because every country of this region have more or less one solution about the COVID certificates, but only for only locally implemented. So we start to look what the world was working on this and try to use the same standard for have the same COVID certificate for the region. And of course, on that time, 1 year ago, the EU DCC was the most the maturity level of the certificate maybe was the better for us for do a correct adoption. Basically, we work in 2 test cases. The first one, a no-peer test case, where the technical teams of the countries could test their certificate on the Gazelle platform and validate on the same platform. And another test case, regarding to the peer-to-peer validation, where the countries could validate between themselves the certificates that they issue from their systems. So that was the 2 type of test cases that we test on the event, on the projectathon event, and the results basically from all the tests that we done over there for the 8 countries that was participating. We have an 83% of tests correctly done, 7% not okay, and basically this was because of some issues with the PKI over there, and a 10% that we could not finish, basically because of the time that we have over there. But in terms of course, all of this was the teamwork from IHE, and I have to say Suleiman Tiam and Thomas Dolg was a lot of helpful for us. You have to understand that in this region the maturity level regarding to the interoperability in health is very diverse. So this was a hard work to reach a first steps in terms of try to use a same standard for all the region. So the impact on every country was high in terms that we could demonstrate that we could use a same standard and could communicate between us. And of course, after the connectathon, after the projectathon, the final status for every country is this on the table. Every country is in technical terms, they are with a UE equivalency, but of course the decision or definition for the countries to go on productive is part of what they decide in terms of the policies of the governance, etc. But we have in green the countries that they have the EU equivalency right now approved in productive environment. In yellow, we have some countries that in technical terms, they are ready for the onboarding process with the EU DCC. And in gray, there are two countries that we have with in technical terms in test platform, okay, but they still have to work on all the onboarding process. So this is the picture today. And then, of course, we ask to the technical teams, how do we continue? What are the things that we could do now for the second year and the second component? And the answer is to work on synchronicity with the other initiatives that we have in the region. So right now we want to reach a second level regarding to COVID certificates, and we are aiming to the WHO DDCC standard, because of course we have 3 initiatives working, including us, working on this here in the region, from the G20 and WHO, from the PAHO and DDCC, the standards, of course, and LACPASS project. And because we want to work and understand better the IPS profile, we understand that it will help for us to this first use case that are the COVID certificates, but we can reach a maturity level for later another use cases and maybe another objectives that we have for this regional public good. So basically, in terms of the experience for the countries, we reach a first good level for standards, but we want to go for more profiles from IHE and for more standards for more use cases, and always in technical terms, because of course the governance and the definitions from the countries in terms of the political is a decision of every country. We are here to demonstrate how we could do the things in technical terms and the solutions regarding to what are the standards available for doing this. So basically, was the experience. I hope to use my 10 minutes correct. And if you have any question, if you want to know more details about what was this work or what are we doing right now, you have my contact over there. Thank you very much to the organization, and thank you very much to all the IHE team.
Thank you so much, Carlos.